Be the change. Be the change. Be the change. This is a message for someone who is not afraid to feel uncomfortable, who is not afraid to feel different than before. This is a message for someone who is not afraid to explore and figure out new things. I went to a Tony Robbins seminar in Unleash the Power Within. Fabulous, life-changing event, life-changing person, great personality, so knowledgeable, such just a big character, amazing experience. And then in that experience, he said, "Oh, they're confused. Yay." And then they celebrated and everybody clapping and everybody was celebrating that someone got it confused. And I know how difficult it can be to feel confused. And you probably also know how difficult it can be to feel confused. And so why would you celebrate that? And then it's because when you're confused, you're in between two belief systems, or you're in between two ways of seeing things. So maybe you used to see it like that, and now there's this new information seeing it like that. And in between there, you're going to be confused. So that's why he was celebrating it, and we were celebrating it, because it was the it was kind of the last step before a breakthrough for people. And so it reminds me of something that someone told me here with this message that I'm providing in this channel. So they said to me, like, it's intimidating. I don't want to watch it. It's intimidating. And then I said, okay, then I understood that there's a blockage within this person. They don't want to face themselves. Because if you do feel intimidated anytime throughout this reading or anytime throughout this message, if you're feeling intimidated. So if you're feeling intimidated, it is maybe just in between things, and maybe just a little step before a breakthrough, because your ego is going to feel very fearful when when I speak about the soul, and I speak about the soul's journey, and I speak about your journey from being born, awakened, to being unconscionalized, or what you want to call it, being made unconscious by the surroundings and the teachings, everything around us. And so here you are, conscious, plopping out on planet Earth somewhere, being made unconscious. And at some point in your life, maybe this is it, at some point in your life, there will be some kind of message that is reminding you that you're running only off of your mind. You're only running off of your ego, the labels that you think you're supposed. This is why you're feeling empty on the inside. This is why you're feeling sad on the inside. This is why the anger is building up on the inside, because you're doing what you think you're supposed to do, but you're not really living from your authentic self. And so bringing ourselves back into ourselves. Woo. And we were already there all the time. And then now it's a reminder that life is more than just the labels and the ego tags that we place on it. And if you're ever feeling intimidating or offended, it's not my intentions to try and offend or intimidate anybody. My intention is healing. I just want people to understand that they are so much more than they think they are. And life is so much more better than it might seem at the moment, or that it can be at some points. So everything is changeable. And that's the beauty also of living, is that it doesn't have to stay the same. You can change it. At any time, you can change it. Take some work, but you got to be here on planet Earth anyway, so you might as well do the work. I'm going to take these three. We'll take these three, see what's popping up here. Desires, goals, passion, craving, and fulfillments. Do you even have a goal? Like way back when. So a lot of my messages in my life came for my soul's journey, from my going away from being just the ego into finding my soul. A lot of these messages came through songs in my experience. And so one of the things is like, do you have any dreams at all, or do you put your money on faith, just hanging around for the big score? Waiting. What you waiting for? And I was just waiting for something and waiting for something and waiting for something, waiting for directions, waiting for someone to tell me what to do, waiting for someone to tell me how to feel, waiting for someone to show me where to go, waiting for someone to instruct me on this, waiting for someone to do this and that. And so I had never learned to utilize even my own voice. And I believe that a lot of people are the same way. Like, so what are your goals? Like, do you remember back when, maybe when you was a child? Maybe there was some kind of a dream that you had, just some kind of weird dream that nobody wanted to listen to, but you loved it. And it was all in your, you could feel it, you loved it, it was your dream, and it was something that made you really happy to think about it. It made you feel good to think about it. It made you excited to wake up maybe in the morning to think about it. And when you went to bed at night, you might feel excited to think about it. Your passion, like, how can you find your passion back up? How can you dig it back up from way back when, before life took its toll and life came into play? And we all get drawn into life. You have to make your living, you have to do all these things. So desires, goals, passion, craving, fulfillment. What would it be that would make you feel fulfilled? What would it be that would make you feel excited in your life? Money, finances, power, generosity, abundance. Abundance is so many things. Abundance can be good health, first and foremost. Like, if you live here on planet Earth and you're sick all the time, or you're hurting all the time, and you're just out of whack all the time, or you've been sitting for 30 years so everything hurts, like, it sucks. Like, it sucks to be a soul in a body that constantly hurts. It sucks. Like, everything becomes focused on the pain. So now you're just pain, walking around and getting all the painful thoughts, feeling the pain, doing the pain, living the pain. It's not a good place to be in. What can you do about it? And money also is a resource, but your health first and foremost. Like, money is great, but with the money, if you're always sick, then you just have to pay your bills, or the medicine bills, or whatever. And what if you put some time and effort into your body, like, before you get to the point where everything hurts? I know we are humans. We usually have to go to rock bottom to find some kind of reason to change. But if you can change right now, how can you improve your health? Your soul is going to be living in your body this whole time. If you don't take ownership of your own body, there's going to be other entities coming into your body taking ownership of it. So you can choose whether you want to be the master in your own self and allow your soul to have a clean place to live in, or not. And so taking back the power, taking back the senses is going to be very important. But also money. Like, it sucks to be in the store with all your groceries in the cart, and then you have to go, oh, I'm sorry, I can't pay for it. I'm sorry, I'll be back. I'll be back some other time. Bye. It's not a good feeling. So money, we need it to be able to feed ourselves, to be able to have, like, electricity, to be able to pay our bills, to be able to have some kind of comfort. We need it. So resources, power, generosity, sharing. Sharing your time too can be a great resource to share your time and your knowledge, help people understand how they can do things, why they should do things. The best question you can always ask yourself is, why am I reacting like this? Why am I feeling that way? Why do I respond like that? Why do I react like that? Why am I feeling like this when that happens? Why does these things happen? When you ask the why question, whoops, here comes your army of unseen forces, your whole army ready to help you out, figure these things out. So once you pop the question, why is this like this here? Then the whole universe is going to conspire to give you the answer. And it actually is like that. And then grounding, nature, presence, practicality, and stability. Grounding in nature, beautiful. We are nature. How could we not be? Like, we got plopped out too. Like, everything else gets plopped out on planet Earth too from somewhere, or like a seed or whatever, and grows into something, and then it dies. Usually elsewhere in nature, things get born, it takes out its potential, and then it dies. Human beings, on the other hand, they get born, they get messed up, they don't take out their potential at all, and then they die. And that's just a sad habit to have in a society, I would say. It's got to be some way that it's possible to change it for the better, for us, for the better, for the humans, for the better, for the souls, for the better. And life feels better when you have some desires. in it. Cherish yourself. It all starts from there. If you cannot cherish yourself and prioritize your own self-care, how are you going to be able to cherish anyone else? Technology. Your angels can see that you need a break from technology. Most people do these days, like with the phone. I'm pretty sure that this whole generation that is coming up now, they're all going to have neck problems in their like 50s. Nobody's going to understand why they're all walking so crooked and weird because they've been walking there looking at this phone this whole time. So the body just turned like that and stayed like that. And it'll do that. Your body will do that. If you don't stretch it the other way, you go do some yoga, stretch out the arms and legs a little bit, get some centering, focus, feeling safe in your own space. Don't engage with cyberbullies. Technology, who is your go-to person? Like with cyberbully, I just want to say I feel bad for the kids growing up these days. I feel bad for the kids growing up these days. They are so challenged with all the technology. Everything is online. Everything is just spread about in no time. And there they are having to face all of that. My heart goes out to everybody trying to grow up in this society because it's not easy. But what you can do though is the grounding part. The grounding part, finding your self-love is going to be the main thing. If you can find your self-love, your self-acceptance and self-love, you have already come a long way. Self-acceptance, like the technology these days is, and the cyberbullying, is making people feel less worthy. It's making them feel like they're not good enough. It's making them feel like they're not pretty enough. It's making them feel like they don't have enough, making them feel like they just lack in all places. And also you have to keep up with everything, so it's a huge pressure on what the things that you have to contribute with or to have in order to be the popular person who gets to hang out with the popular people. And if you don't be hanging out with the popular people, you're going to feel a certain kind of way. And so how can you find that inner stillness, that inner center that allows you to feel good about yourself no matter what is going on around you? You still have your center. You're still who you are. You always were who you are. And make an effort to prioritize self-care. Your angels can see that you need a break from technology. So if you're on your phone all day long, if you're in your computer world somewhere playing games or doing whatever, creating or whatever in the screen all day long, that this is your message, that maybe take a little break from it. Take a little break from it. And don't engage with the cyber bullies whatsoever. It's just gonna create negative energy. Like if you engage with the cyber bullies, it's gonna create bad juju, what you want to call it. So it's going to create negative energy. Basically, it's not gratitude, it's fear. It's going to be anger. It's going to be maybe resentments. It's going to be self-doubt. It's going to be all kinds of things that are lower vibrational emotions, energies. And so, and we all need someone who we can vent to when we've had a meltdown. So when you've had a meltdown, there's someone there that you can talk to. Personally, I find it very useful to talk to the Most High. Is my favorite person or my favorite place to go to vent about these things and to talk about these things. And then I can express how I feel about these things. I get it off of my chest. I don't have to engage in any drama with people. I don't have to be giving away a lot of gossip for people to talk to. But I can talk to the Most High, and then I can wait for the answer, and then I will get the answer. And you can do the same thing. It's always available. It's always there. You can always do the same thing and lean on that. And don't engage with the bullies, and don't take it personally. Try to remember that these are people with their own soul's journeys that they're trying to figure out. And so they're somewhere from their like unconscious mind, and they're coming at you from that unconscious mind. If you talk about the shadow, or you talk about things that people rather want to hide it, or you come out with a light and they don't like it because you're happy and they're sad, so they don't feel good when you're smiling, stuff like that, then you are going to have to learn how to protect yourself so you can keep it away from you, so you don't get drawn into it. And Esther and Abraham Hicks is saying, this is a good place to start if you want to find your own space and take your power back. A good place to start is to meditate, to just close your eyes, close them eyes, breathe, follow your breathing with your attention. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. So if you follow your breathing with your attention down, it goes out a little bit, back up, out. And you do that and you just follow that, and then you just sit there and you just allow yourself to be in that moment. And it will open up doors for you. It will open up so many things for you. 15 minutes a day, not even 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, 30 days. Challenge. So Esther and Abraham Hicks says, we sort of see you from an aerial view, like from the upper. And it's like you are standing on one side of a closed door, and on the other side are all the things that you have been wanting. Just leaning up against the door, waiting for you to open it. They have been there from the first moment you asked for them. So whatever you asked for, it's right there on the other side of the door. Your lovers, your perfect bodies, your ideal jobs, all the money that you could ever imagine, all the things that you have ever wanted. And how can you open that door? Well, if you don't take things personally, you don't lean into the cyberbully, so you take a little bit of a break from the technology and try to remember and cherish yourself. Remember your own desires, your passion, create some goals for yourself. Finances, money, how are you going to take care of yourself? Don't worry about the cyberbullies. Follow your passion, follow your desires. Who is your go-to person, or who is your go-to, where do you go to vent out when you have a meltdown? How can you take your power back, and how can you also lean on other people or lean on the Most High? How can you do these things? How can you create abundance in your finances so you can take care of yourself and also maybe have enough to be generous with the world around you, or help out in some way or the other? With, doesn't have to be money, it can be your time, your wisdom, your knowledge, anything. The four, communication using the four clairs. The universe is sending you a never-ending stream of messages to help you, and it really is. Universe, the Most High, is sending you all the messages that you need to figure out how to open your door. It might look different for you. What do you need in your life? Where are your blockages to the freedom? What kind of triggers do you have? Did you feel intimidated by anything that was said? Then that's a sign. That's one of your that's one of the gifts. Then you can look at that. Like, why am I feeling intimidated by that? Why am I feeling offended by that? Why am I feeling this about that? And you ask those questions, and the universe, the Most High, will send you a stream of information so that you can figure out the why behind it. And that's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you figure yourself out. Intimate relationships. Friendship is the foundation of any good relationship. Being grounded in nature, being grounded in the moment, in the present. There you are, your fingers, your feet, your hands, your head, your body, everything around you. Like, once you breathe into the moment and you are present, quiet, peaceful. Right now, there's nothing, there's no problems. Right here, I'm just sitting here, looking at the cards, trying to be present, trying to create a message of healing and hope. Present, present. And then I can figure out, what do I want to do? And then I can go and do those things and be present still. And you can do the same things. This is why I'm saying it, because you can do the same things. Six of Swords. Hangman, new perspective. End the cycles. Taking over. 701. Stand up for what you believe in. Be Yep, take a break from the technology. Cherish yourself. Desires. What are your goals? Desires. When you start asking the questions, the spirit, the most high, is going to take you over from this painful stuff into the beautiful stuff, from the closed door through it, so you can go into and to the other side where everything that you want is going to be there. And then the change perspectives of pause in your life and surrender. Pause right now and just say, okay, this is my life right at this moment. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat it. I'm not going to try and put any kind of veils on it. I'm just going to see everything for what it is, and I'm going to fully accept it. And once you radically accept everything, how you feel, what your life looks like, who is in it, what you're doing for work, everything, how you look, how you feel, like who you are, once you fully accept it, radical acceptance, now you can also know where you want to work on, like what you want to work on. Is there anything about yourself that you would like to change or make different, so you could experience your life differently, and you can change these things. That is the beauty. And stand up for what you believe in. And when you start doing this work and you start following your soul's path, you're going to have all the egos coming at you. Like they're coming at you like nobody's business because they don't like it. The ego does not want to be dissolved. The ego is very powerful. So your soul comes out to play and the ego goes, oh, can't handle it. But you don't have to worry about that. And also, with all these heavy burdens that you have been carrying, maybe you're going to get some help in here. Maybe you don't have to carry the whole world on your back. Have to learn how to say no. This is a learn how to say no. And also to find the balance and take some rest. If it's been very strenuous for you in regards to money, in regards to finances, abundance, maybe a lack of confidence because you have been dealing with all these bullies, cyber bullies, um, find the person or the entity, find faith. Like, how can you talk to the Most High and vent out on all these things? Can you have a little prayer closet, or maybe just a vent closet? You can call it like vent, my vent room. And then you go in there and you just talk to the Most High, however that works for you. And then you just vent it out. You sit there and you meditate for a little bit, and then you allow the answers to come to you. I promise. It's very, very helpful. Two of Pentacle, balancing. It might be strenuous. You've had a lot of heavy burdens to carry in life. A lot of loads. Perhaps you had to go about it alone because not everybody's going to be interested in the soul's journey for sure. But they might be if they see your results and they see how you thrive because you did the journey, you did the soul's journey, then they might want to do it. So you be the light, you be the light worker, you be the leader that goes up in front and make the changes and do these little tweaks in your life. And I can assure you that your light is going to just shine brighter and brighter and brighter. And other people will notice, and then maybe they will also want to change because they want it too. Balancing. And here's also some stress about money, juggling your finances, juggling your resources. Money is up here. Figuring out how to not take things personally with the bullying, so they take away your confidence or your self-belief, so you won't be able to create the finances that you need because your mind is preoccupied by all of that, and you don't want that. So you want to find the balance and figure out a way that you can lean on your higher power, or find someone in your life that is a good resource, that is a good person for you to lean on in difficult times. And then juggle, balance. You have what it takes, you can do it. Just be focused and balanced for a little bit. And there is going to be an abrupt change. This is like unexpected, something unexpected. There's an ending or of a pain, ending or pain to something that is coming in. This is an abrupt change. The tower does not always have to be bad. It can just be different. Like now, okay, whoa, perhaps you went from having no money to like winning the lottery, and now you have like all the money and you have no idea what to do. And that happens with a lot of people, but that's okay. And so that can be a tower moment too. Now you're completely, everything changed. So the tower can be a good thing too, but it's coming some kind of a change, which is good in the area of money. Ace of Pentacle, a brand new idea. This is where you're grounded. And so you're grounding. Okay, so you want to have the grounding, be present in the now. If you're preoccupied up in your thoughts all the time and you be thinking about the future, what am I going to do? Blah, 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 blah. Or in the past, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. Oh my gosh. Or you're in the future and you're never right here, then you're not going to be able to grasp the information that the universe is constantly sending you information. always sending a stream of information to you. But if you're not grounded in the moment, you won't be able to hear it because your mind is going to be too noisy. So quiet the mind, however you can do that. And so you can receive this brand new idea and this, write that book, do that, do the arts and crafts, do these things, get to work, start creating whatever it is that you are going to create. The star is here. What a wish will come true. Thank you. A wish will come true, and that's going to be a beautiful thing. And also for the wishes to come true and to be grounded in the moment is going to be very, very intimate relationships. A wish will come true. Be grounded. Get the communication. Stay grounded so you don't freak out with the newness of things or the intensity of things. And then the Four of Wands is with intimate relationships. Got the Star, got the Ace of Pentacles, starting something new. And this can be a card of marriage. This can be, this is new hope, celebration, balloons and sunshine and stability, in togetherness, intimate relationships. That might be the big change that is coming in for you. Might be a big change in your life coming in with this new person that is going to blow your socks off. The beautiful light in me, it loves and it honors and it respects the same beautiful light in you. And until next time, namaste.